Welcome back, Summoners, to our top 5 play show where your everyday player has a chance to show off their skills and possibly win a cool prize at the same time. This episode features some insane outplays, and as promised in our last video, we'll be giving away another HyperX headset during the bonus clip, so be sure to stick around. Beginning today's episode, we have the 12th man 96 on Nami, and as we've come to learn, supports are more than capable of putting the team on their back. As we can see, the enemy team just picked up a quick Baron and are looking to fight, but as Nami disengages the friendly, Warwick picks off Xerath, but it comes with a heavy price as he gets focused down. Nami finds Thresh with a bubble, setting up the Kog'Maw to shred through his HP, and now we see the friendly Nasus coming into front line for them, so the enemy team start to fall back. She sees an opening and flashes into a Frost Queen slow, setting up the massive 3-man bubble, which allows her team to catch up and start dishing out damage. The enemy Ryze splits away, but Kog'Maw scoops up that kill with the living artillery as they continue chasing Lucian thanks to the slow from Nasus. He's forced to turn around and fight as the final bubble seals the deal. With only Evelynn alive on the enemy team and a massive creep wave in the bot lane, Nami and friends are able to push and bring this game to an end. Our number 4 play from Valkyrie takes us to the top lane for a nasty play on Master Yi. With his team low, he tries to help, but the slow from Gnar allows Vi to flash ult, so he pops his own ult and gets on Vi. She takes one tower shot. When they switch to him, he alpha strikes and brings her down, using his W right after to reduce damage taken. Zed goes for the ult, but watch carefully as a perfectly timed alpha strike completely negates his ult as he gets the kill and flashes out. He uses what remains of his ult to speed away and create distance, juking away from the jungle to make sure he doesn't get hit. Now he's stuck, but he's bought enough time for his W to come off cooldown, so he heals up as much as he can. Right after it ends, he auto attacks using Alpha Strike to avoid an auto from Zed, which is what ultimately allows him to just barely take this third kill in this play. Landing in at our number 3 spot, we have BMG Mort on Zed with an extremely intense play that has many close calls. He approaches the fight happening in the mid lane, but he's cut off by the enemy team rotating up. He ults Lucian, dodging the tidal wave as he bursts him down, which forces a kick from Lee Sin. He hides for a second before switching back to make sure Lucian dies, and then when Lee W's in, he swaps out into a dodge on the point blank Sonic Wave. A bunch of flashes are used, but in the end, the friendly Lee Sin ends up saving him with a safeguard, and then they take down the final enemy player for the ace. We're gonna go back one more time to check out many parts of that in slow motion. Everything adds up and the micro here is just insane. Just like in our last play, this next one from Nikaido, Chickenu on Lee Sin is a small scale fight, but the mechanics are real. We see him hiding in the bot lane brush when the enemy Morgana starts moving up toward the brush. He lands Sonic Wave, retreating for just a moment before activating it into a ward jump flash kick for the triple knockup. By denying Absolute Zero with a creep wave coming in, the enemy team are sitting ducks under the tower as he goes back in, picking off Morg before Zillion's bomb takes the double. He gets creep blocked on the way out and takes one shot too many, but he heads back to recall anyways as his team takes the tower. Incredible foresight and split-second thinking allows him to execute a risky dive I didn't think was possible versus a Morgana's binding and Absolute Zero. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Redeemer Hexapod on Rumble, but props to the Jarvan and Orianna on his team because without them, this wouldn't have happened. Right off the bat, we see the enemy team moving towards Dragon, and with blue team down a few kills, this Dragon could really increase the gold disparity. Jarvan is the only one nearby, and since this is a ranked 5s game and he has Smite, they make the call to try and set up for a steal. Rumble is in the top lane, waiting for an opening to make a move, and when Jarvan goes in, we see him start to teleport. Despite the hook, Jarvan manages to outsmite, and then he ults all 4 in place as the friendly Orianna flashes to shield him into a shockwave before he dies, as Rumble burns him down with his Q. With the enemy Mundo teleporting in, Orianna works on getting Lucian as Rumble sticks to Jace, following him with Flame Spitter until he gets melted down. Although Lucian escaped with Summoner Heal, he's too low to return to the fight safely, so they're both able to focus down Mundo, resulting in a 4-for-1 plus Dragon thanks to the setup from Jarvan. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have Fred Frappuccino on Janna, who leads a chase through enemy territory and somehow comes out alive on the other side. The enemy Braum couldn't have picked a better name for what happens in this play. As the chase unfolds, I wanted to remind you that our second HyperX Cloud headset giveaway is now underway, and you can join it by visiting the Rafflecopter link, which is provided just down below in the description box. This is the second and last of our HyperX giveaways technically for November, so we hope you guys can take just a moment to go enter. Of course, it's free of charge, and not only do you have a chance to win a sweet new headset just in time for the holidays, but you also support Potato Monster and our partnership with HyperX. HyperX does a lot of great things for the teams you support and just for the community as a whole, so by entering this giveaway you show both us and them support, which is greatly appreciated. Alright everyone, it's now time to say goodbye, but it won't be for long. Granted, Low Replay and Baron Replays finishes fixing the last of their bugs, we should be back up and running at 100% as the rest of this week pans out. For those who frequently submit to us, from what I've heard up until now, all patch 420 replays aren't going to work until the fix comes out, so keep on trying with the updates they release. We're definitely going to need a lot of replays right away when they release the fix, so if you want to get a great chance of being featured, submit quickly after things get fixed up. If for some reason things don't shape up by the end of this week, we'll try our best to continue releasing content as often as we can if we can salvage some of the plays from patch 4.19. Thanks again everyone, and until next time, make big plays and enjoy Warwick while you still can.
It's like a jungle out there. There's a virus outbreak. Many people were infected.
What are you talking about?
You are patient zero, and we have to carry you back to HyperX Labs right now. We're just responsive! HyperX!
We may not be fighting side by side anymore, but we're still a team. GG.